Hey, what's going on, folks? How y'all doing today? Texas Redleg here. Man, what a day. Man, the information has just been flying all over the net and web today about this news conference that Giuliani and Sidney Powell lined out for all this evidence that they have regarding voter fraud and all the sworn affidavits that people have signed attesting to the same. So that's going to be real interesting how this thing goes. Um, that's the first thing I wanted to discuss was just how quick information travels now, and I got no reason not to believe them. Sidney Powell has a pretty damn good reputation in the area of law, and I don't think she would risk her reputation to put out some false information. That's for damn sure. So let's wait and see what that thing, what drops out of that mess. It sounds like they're pretty confident in their evidence that they've obtained or their information. People swore to put sworn affidavits together, so they're willing to risk jail time if they get caught lying. So that's a pretty good barometer to me as far as who to believe and who not to believe, and who's credible and who's not. So anyway, but what I wanted to talk about today was communications and practicing opsec when you do those communications with people, whether it's by voice or electronic, text, email, etc. I don't know about you guys, but like overnight, when I'm asleep and my phone's charging, my phone doesn't have a lot of activity when it's sort of just dormant like that and not anything going on. I don't get some routine emails every now and then overnight, but when I start to pick up my phone in the morning and I start to be active on my phone, I start getting like blasts of emails, and it's just really interesting how the activity picks up significantly after I've signed into my phone and started using it directly. So I don't know if any of you people have that issue, but please comment below and let me know what you think about that. I've noticed it happening quite often, quite routinely recently. So it's I don't think it's just a coincidence. I think there's something to that. And, the Edward Snowdens of the world, they talked about this electronic surveillance program that the different agencies use and have used for decades, and they're only going to get better at it. We all know that. So it's interesting how that guy's labeled a traitor and this and that, but on the other side, he's also considered a patriot. So use your own judgment there, but I don't know. I kind of feel like there's something to that, what he's saying. But with regard to practicing OPSEC in your communications, I'm talking about, talking on the phone, emailing, texting, etc. Your social media accounts, all that. I would be very, very careful about what you post right now. I would, try to be a little bland and get your point across without saying, too many words or giving too many details. Not to be paranoid, but I think it's just smart business to behave like that right now because we don't know who's listening. And I would expect that, electronically at least, there's a lot of surveillance going on. And that includes everything from, the bills you pay with your bank account, online, everything from what you buy, what you order to eat, all that. I would just expect that Big Brother's watching. I would expect somebody to be involved in, or some machine to be involved in, tracking what we do, say, and buy, etc. So you might break up your routine a little bit. You might, if you're really worried about it, now's probably the time. If you need to order, new bank card replacements, go ahead and do that. Get your stuff ordered and in and active before, January 20th, or even before then, maybe by the end of January at the latest. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've started to see it, not so much in my area, but the urban areas close to me, talking to other people and discussing things at work, etc. Starting to see some panic buying going on now. So that's starting to pick up again. It's a real thing, people. You know, we've been telling you guys to stock up and prep and don't let your foot off the gas for months and years now. And everybody's talking about it, you know. And the thing about prepping, you know, when we prep, when we're balanced in our preps, we're not too overloaded one way or the other. When we're balanced, you know, we don't have to panic buy. We don't. We got fuel around, we got propane, we got food, meds, water, ammunition, etc., etc. We've got everything that we need to survive, you know. There may be a few comfort items that we don't need, you know, don't have and maybe want, but, you know, when you prep, you don't have to panic, and that's the key. So I would encourage everybody to go ahead and top those off. You know, we got a holiday coming up here next week, and then, you know, Christmas a month after that. So, you know, things on the shelves are going to start to disappear, and they already have in a lot of locales. So I would, you know, take it to heart. And I know you don't have to be rich to prep, people. We can find deals right now. There's stuff on sale. I look for sale items first before I go to the regular places, so, or the regular aisle spots. I try to find what's on sale and what fits my budget. I encourage you all to do the same. Even if you've got the money to buy a regular price, why would you? Save money if you can. Use it for other things. Anyway, you guys stay safe. Practice that opsec like we talked about with your communications. Rely on each other. Communicate effectively but securely. Keep prepping. Stack it deep. And of course, always remember, long live the Republic.